Okay, I think I'm live now. Salve, everyone. Um, I am back. And the reason I am going live is to explain everything that has been going on. Um, my mom was killed, and I am now going to upload at 4 o'clock on YouTube. It's going to be public for everyone to see exactly what happened, how my family members literally made my mom die with the medical industry, the hospice nurse that did not take her vitals at all. They literally packed up my mom and then took her to the morgue, to the funeral home, without ever measuring her vitals. Um, the reason I am exposing this, and it is going to be a raw footage. Absolutely, it's going to be a raw footage. Um, and I'm sorry that you have to see this, and I'm sorry that my mom had to go through all this. But I have no other choice. This is going to go to court. Now, why am I putting this video up? Is because the courts are corrupt, unfortunately. From experience, the court belongs, first of all, the court belongs to Lady Justice. But unfortunately, the devil has put its paws on the justice system. Politicians, presidents, they have elected their own judges that will side with them and cover up for them. And they will, and also there are going to be lawyers, um, the criminal defense lawyers, which are actually the devil's advocate, because if you're doing everything to allow a criminal to get away with murder, rape, or any kind of violence against an innocent victim, you are advocating for the devil. And believe me, at the end, you will be arrested, and you will go and share the same cell in hell with the criminals themselves that you defended and let off. And unfortunately, the courtrooms also, because I'm doing this live right now on YouTube and on Facebook, um, because I need to explain everything that's going on. I have tried everything. You're going to ask, why did you not report this to the police? Well, surprise, surprise, the police is corrupt. The very ones afterwards that I tried to, when I went to the funeral home to see my mom before the funeral, that police officer that put me in handcuffs afterwards and brought me to Elmhurst Hospital mental unit was the very same one when in 2011, me and my mom had gone to the police station and tried to report domestic violence at the little office on, as soon as you walk in, it was on the left side, a little corner, a small room. And this police officer, she's a woman, and she was the one that literally, when I was explaining everything that they were supposed to write down so I could, then go to court, um, gave me a sheet of paper, a police report with nothing written on it, telling me to sign it. And I was like, you expect me to sign a paper, a police report with nothing written on it? Where is the contents on that I explained to you? So they could have wrote anything they wanted. So it's the same police officer. Um, and obviously they didn't listen to a reason. Under the video that will be going live at 4 o'clock, you could read under the description everything that has to do with severe dehydration. My mom, unfortunately, had they call it ovary cancer. and which was caused also because she was being prescribed pills from her doctor, heart doctor, that she really never needed. Years and years of giving her pills that she never needed. Another thing also, what caused this situation was the dentist. The dental industry is corrupt. Please, please do not go to the dentist. Any dentist that drills into your teeth, they are going to ruin your health. It's going to attack your thyroid. It's going to attack your brain. Your immune system is going to go down. You're going to have the number one of the number one causes of breast cancer is from your root canals. Every tooth is connected to to your organs, to your lymphatic system. So when they start drilling into your teeth, they are drilling into your organs, your immune system, your hormones, everything gets affected, your brain. Um, also, then you start aging. There's a lot of health problems. You see all this. This is all from the dentist. I was very, very, very sick. Then also, let me explain. At this point, if you don't know exactly who I am, I can't do nothing for you at this point. I made it so obvious. There's a video about the CERN attack. You know, the mock video. It was never a mock video. It was a true video, and I showed it to you that the CERN actually did attack the sun. I am sunlight, and that's when I literally felt ill, radiated. This is all spiritual. In the spiritual, you also are attacked physically. And that took place on June 12th, 2016, on a Sunday. And it was at 6:47 and 32 seconds when it started, the attack started. You could literally see the serpent, which was all with CERN, okay, Buddhism. When I physically got attacked, and that's when my health went all the way down. I was literally dying. I almost went blind. Now I'm starting to heal. I am almost there. I've had 7 years of complete agony and pain. I was literally crucified. That's how bad it was. I had no help from anyone. Everywhere I reached, the government, they all know about me. While we're at it, let me explain about the government. Yes, Trump knows about me. Yes, Obama knows about me. They all know about who I am and exactly what and why I'm here. This is the final battle, obviously. Yes, Rome knows about me. Yes, they do, and they have been covering up for it. They don't want people to know. Another thing, there is no royals. The only royal that exists is God. God. And that is the Immaculate Jesus Christ. And you right here. That's all there is. And let me explain another thing. The moon, okay, that represents Buddhism, the worship of self arrogance. That is the opposite of the sun. It is the one that is pretending to be a god. But every time anyone connects themselves with the moon, with darkness, that through Buddhism, through yoga, through spiritual enlightenment, which is not enlightenment, because Buddha is a demon. It is the serpent. It is the dragon. That's what it represents. I showed you who it is. We are all here for the final battle. That is when crimes are committed, because the moon represents total darkness inside. You are literally there is no light. There is nothing that no sense. You don't. There is arrogance. There's ego. There's greed. There's every sin that exists. That's what the moon represents. Sunlight is Lady Justice, and The courts have to be cleaned up. I am warning anyone, the lawyers, judges, and politicians worldwide, that anyone that is going to cover up or try to the reason why I uploaded, and please make copies of the video and do not use it to make money off of it, because believe me, it's not going to go good for you if you try that. Because there is, the demons will, since you're doing something wrong, the demons have free access to you to do whatever they want. So there is no one is allowed to make money off of my videos. They already have been making money off of me with their lies and saying things that are not true about me. Another thing, the Statue of Liberty. Everybody's saying that's Lucifer. No, it's not. Statue of Liberty is Lady Justice. Unfortunately, once again, the world has corrupted the meaning of it, and they took it to justify things that I never agreed with. The reason why there's the shackles, because they don't want justice, they don't want liberty. They are only using the symbol of Lady Liberty as only for their convenience, saying things that are not true, as if um, immigrants are all allowed. No, that's not true. That's not true. It was never meant to be like that, because anyone that goes against God is not someone for liberty. Is not in God. They are against it. So things are completely corrupt. Another thing, I know this is going to offend a lot of Christians and any other religion. Tattoos, no, that's a mockery from Satan. It's absolutely a mockery from Satan. They love to ruin bodies, okay? And bodies and souls, because it is also a spiritual thing. Once you put those marking on your body, Satan has access to your body, okay? And those are demons. How does a demon take you? Once you accept anything that is evil, once that you make excuses for anything that is evil, once that you protect the evil ones, you have already opened yourself to demons. Once you have done, then the yoga, the spiritual, letting yourself go, open yourself up. Other demons, these are spirits of the people that are going in and out of their body, are going to take over your body. Okay, this is what a demon actually is. When I say there is only one royal, that is God and Jesus Christ. We're here. I showed you and I proven to you we are here. Other than that, or you're an angel or you're a demon. There's no other thing. Or you are the angels of God, that you are here with me, or you are a demon and you are working for Satan. Satan is controlling you, and at the end it will destroy you. That's absolutely there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And I have no authority anymore over you, since you chose to serve Satan. Okay, I cannot help you, I can't save you. When you have made excuses for evil, you do not accept freedom, you do not accept to be humble, and also to be grateful for everything. Satan takes over. That's it. You're not an angel anymore. You become a demon. And then the other spirits that are going in and out of their bodies, are going to possess you. And that's what a demon actually is. It's you in the body, even though you look normal, but there's demons inside of you, because you opened yourself up to them. And there is unless you repent and you accept the immaculate Jesus Christ as your only savior, there is no saving there's nothing I could do for you. Once again, I am showing you how they killed my mom, how they dehydrated her. She went through, I was explaining, she first went through, which was, I was absolutely against, chemotherapy. These are my sisters that insisted on doing this, and my father, of course, chemotherapy and radiation. The reason why she had this, it was a lymph node that was literally infected. That's what the real sickness really was, the ovary cancer, they call it. I'm still using glasses, and my eyesight is going to be shortly healed. Um, but God also isn't about, it physically has gone through the pain and suffering, unfortunately, because of the people that crucified and rejected the truth. So she went through chemotherapy and radiation. They literally burned her to the fourth degree burns. She ended up in ICU where they, first of all, in the emergency room back. This is before this last immune therapy that my sisters then took her to. Um, and in the emergency room, when they were putting the IV in her, they went out of vein, so she almost died because it bubble went to the heart, and she almost died. So then afterwards, my sister had called me, and I told them that she needed absolutely vitamin C to help her, to revive her. The hospital does not do that. Vitamin C and B12 and all these um, things that could literally help you live. The hospital does not do that. They just stack you up with more chemical medications that have severe side effects. So she ended up in the ICU. They did not even treat the first 2 3 days. They didn't even treat the burns on her uterus part, the external and internal. I had to take over with castor oil. She healed beautifully afterwards, beautifully. With all the radiation and chemotherapy, she still had um, the lymphatic, it was like white pus that showing that they call cancer. It didn't resolve anything, the chemotherapy. So afterwards, um, with the castor oil and another oil that is called poke, Poke, literally dissolved all of that um, pus and also healed her all the fourth degree burns from the radiation beautifully. It took time. It took constantly putting oil, a lot of oil, castor oil on it, and poke, and she was healing perfectly. Then afterwards, when this is after when she went home, and I was being attacked at the hospital back then by my own family when I was trying to help my mom, survive what they did to her. I had also warned my mom a few days before that this was going to happen because me and my mom were spiritually connected. And I knew that she was going to get burned. In fact, I had I felt it on me a few days before it happened. During the middle of the night, I started screaming, "It burns! It burns!" And I just woke up out of the bed and I started, like feeling the burning down at the intimate parts. And then afterwards, I went straight to the next day, I went straight to my mom and Mariano, my father, um, which is, he's a murderer. He tried to kill my mom so many times. It's unbelievable. Um, and Mariana did nothing to, I begged them not to do the radiation anymore, that it was going to be devastating. And in fact, results are that it was devastating. She actually died at the hospital for a few minutes. and the shock of the radiation, because they burnt her so badly that caused her body also to go in shock. Plus the chemo, the or that poison that they put inside of her, literally, her body was not able to react. I managed to get her out of the hospital. I started curing her. I was taking her to do vitamins, with IV vitamins, vitamins. I have all testimony of all these. The doctors that assisted me also in doing this for my mom and for myself, could testify to this. So little by little, she was doing vitamin C, B12, and other vitamins in IV, and we were doing that once a month for her, and also I was going with her, and she was doing beautiful. We were going to chiropractor. I was taking her for massages, deep tissue massages. She was starting to walk without her walker, until my sisters got involved again, and they insisted on taking my mom for immune therapy. I explained to them very clearly that cancer takes, for her to recover fully, it takes time, because the damage from the chemotherapy was devastating, and the radiation. So it was going to take time. She was starting to walk, she was going to the supermarket. You could just most likely videos all over the place of, going to Costco, doing her shopping. She was doing everything. She was recovering. Unfortunately, then they got involved. I'm sorry about my hair. I've been through so much right now. I haven't even been able to take care of myself, but that's besides the point. I'm just letting you know. She was doing beautifully. So then my sisters got involved, and they insisted on doing immune therapy against all the information that I gave them, how devastating immune therapy actually is. Immune therapy, if I would, afterwards, I would post what it's all about. I already posted it on Facebook. Yeah, these are made out of humanized, made in the lab, DNAs of human and rats, mouses. Literally, that's what immune therapy is, besides all the chemicals and that are devastating for the body. So unfortunately, my father did nothing. I want him to. My mom was, unfortunately, she had no say. If they were insisting, my mom had not. She didn't have much say in anything, so she just thought that they were doing. They were going to be helping her, which they did not. And at the end, you will see what happened after the immune therapy. Her health went downhill all the way. She started vomiting because of the effects of the immune therapy, which is not in any it does not help the immune system. It destroys your immune system, which is obvious. And you will see exactly how they buried my mom alive. She was alive when they started wrapping her up to take her to the funeral home. And that's all I have to say. A warning for all the judges, lawyers, the devil's advocates, criminal defense lawyers, because I know there's going to be many of you, reporters, because they're all working. Oh, one important thing. They're all working. They're the royals from England. They're not royals. They're vampires. They never were royal. They are imposters. And the world are working for them, and Israel. What a liar you are, Satanist that you are. Everyone that is defending this Israel, the land of Israel, you're just serving Satan. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Anyone that has rejected the truth is serving Satan. And Israel the land of Israel has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with God, but a lot, absolutely everything with Satan. And that is the absolute truth. At this point, 4 o'clock on the dot, the video on YouTube will be going live. Please watch it on YouTube, like, share, spread it all over the world. And once again, a warning to all judges, lawyers, the courtrooms, the court building, justice, divine justice belongs to Lady Justice. So be careful. I'm telling you straight out, be careful what you do. And woe to anyone that tries to harass and um, and cover up and don't allow evidence to be presented in courts. Believe me, you will pay, because Satan will have full um, authority over you, and believe me, Satan will destroy you. And that is absolutely a promise and the truth. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and blessings to the ones that have a goodwill. And I love you all. And I'm sorry that you have to see how my mom, how they destroyed my mom. And one more thing. I'll post that afterwards. What happened at the hospital, the mental hospital? Oh, there's so much corruption in that one too. They are literally drugging the people with psychotics against their will, not without informing them of the side effects. Um, they are destroying bodies and souls and minds. Um, and the doctors, terrible liars. I have proof of everything that they did to me. I will also soon be posting how it went down at the funeral home and how I ended up at the hospital and how I was released, because truth always prevails at the end. And like I said, justice, the building of the courts and the justice belongs to Lady Justice, which is God Almighty. Peace to you all. See how you stop this?